Hey, what's up, real KJ fans? Shout out to anything that makes sense, and I hope you're doing well. Today I'm going to help you guys on how to recognize the fake Resident Evil fans. It's now clear that this great survival horror franchise that was once so great is now completely destroyed by parasites and westernized devs. It became now worse than Call of Duty. Having a new installment every year, the games are rushed, and Capcom is milking the franchise, making quick cash grabs. They are literally too scared to create a new IP, and that's really unfortunate. The problem is that, even though from an external point of view, Resident Evil seems to be quite successful in terms of sales and popularity, this doesn't mean that the shit that we are playing nowadays is actually really Resident Evil. We will be dissecting this important topic in upcoming videos on the channel, don't worry. But today we are going to talk about a specific public that is really pissing us really bad, the fake Resident Evil fans. I can already see low IQ people and snowflakes saying that we are gatekeeping or being elitists, but believe me, you couldn't be more wrong. Who are the fake fans? They are players that are actually quite new to the games in general and don't know what they're talking about. Being unfamiliar with the survival horror roots of the franchise and its initial gameplay and vibe, they are claiming that they have a say on the topic just because they played some of those late horrible demakes. It is actually them who are being arrogant and disrespectful, spitting on this legacy and on the people who spent years playing those great classics and produced all types of content. We are not afraid of change, but we're not willing to sacrifice the essence of the franchise just to be welcoming to scrubs like you. To help you understand the situation, I have made a collection of claims and quotes that these frauds say in order for you to expose them. Anyone who says the following is, believe me, a fake Resident Evil fan. Fixed camera angles are boring and outdated. You don't understand how these type of camera angles create tension and contribute to the scary vibe. You want that third-person shooter experience? Shut up, you are a fake fan. Resident Evil 2 2019 was a perfect remake. The last Resident Evil 2 that came out is a reimagined, not a remake, okay? They cut the A and B scenarios, making them just copy-pasted crap. They cut some enemies and bosses and changed the story, and it's crap. The Kendo part is cringe, and they had Mr. X and Annette Birkin die twice in the game. Resident Evil 3 Remake. Resident Evil 3 Remake just doesn't exist. This game has never been remade, and that travesty of a game that came out in 2020 is nothing more but shit at the bottom of my shoe. Over-glorified DLC. Sorry you are a fake fan. Resident Evil Village is great game. Well, this is just not Resident Evil, and if you think so, you are clearly a fake fan. Where have you seen witches, werewolves, vampires, and all that dark fantasy garbage being a part of Resident Evil? There shouldn't be that much puzzles. Puzzles have always been amongst the core mechanics. And by the way, those new ones that are included in the recent games are not even puzzles. They are educational games for children. So, get good, you are a fake fan. I don't like backtracking, it's boring. Well, I can understand that sometimes backtracking can get a bit annoying, but it contributes to this sense of being lost in a dangerous place, not knowing what to do. It forces you to think. But you guys love that yellow paint, showing you the way, and the remaining tasks popping on your screen. Sad. I don't want my inventory to have limited slots. For this one, actually just kiss my ass. I shouldn't be explaining how managing your items is important in a survival horror game, but I guess I just did. Resident Evil 7 is what brought the franchise back to life. This Chainsaw Massacre Simulator has nothing to do with Resident Evil. It is a good game though. You can put the Resident Evil label on any game, and it will sell well, and this game is a proof of it. Resident Evil 4 Remake is a masterpiece. This game is average at best. I can accept that it tried to remain faithful to the original compared to the garbage that they released before, but it's far away from being a masterpiece. The voice acting is terrible, the writing is bad, the characters are woke as fuck, and they went for that realistic vibe that ruins the charm of the original. The sound design is also absolute trash. Well, but IGN told you it's a 10 out of 10, so you just comply like the fake fan that you are. I'm a real fan because I simp hard for the characters. Honestly, just get a job and a life, also a wife, but you're not man enough. People like you falling in love with pixelized virtual characters are despicable. Cosplayers. Well, there is nothing bad about making a cosplay here and there once in a while. But those people who do that 24/7, or those online prostitutes trying to be sexy, are amongst the scum of the earth, the fakest fans ever. The classic PS1 games are for boomers. These games will always be the best. They created greatness and will always have a special place in our hearts. Don't you dare say anything about them. Just don't. Well, that should be enough for now. I'm starting to feel sick reiterating all of what those parasites say. I hope I didn't offend anyone. At the end of the day, we're joking and having fun, and we just want the best for Resident Evil. I hope that a brighter future awaits, and I can't wait to cover what comes next. We will do a lot of content, so don't forget to sub, like, and share, as well as check the other videos on the channel. We also stream Resident Evil runs. If you agree, that's cool because I'm always right. If you don't, you might just as well fuck off and choke on shit. No matter what you do, don't be a fake fan.
Just shut this shit down, cause it's trash, trash, trash.